Hello again, church. It's good to see everybody here with us. We are studying the book of Proverbs, and it has been a good study. We are in Proverbs chapter 29 today, and we get to look at more nuggets of truth between wisdom and folly and listening to reproof and instruction. So here we go. Proverbs chapter 29. He who is often reproved yet stiffens his neck will suddenly be broken beyond healing. So this is one who is not listening to any kind of advice. They stiffen their neck instead. What that means is instead of turning or softening or whatever it may be, they just continue to go and they continue in their path that is destructive. When the righteous increase, the people rejoice, but when the wicked rule, the people groan. And so we want righteousness in our midst. He who loves wisdom makes his father glad, but a companion of prostitutes squanders his wealth. So be wise, be a person of integrity, and don't fall for the lust of the flesh. By justice a king builds up the land, but he who exacts gifts tears it down. And exacts gifts is more like those who demand taxes, or not necessarily taxes, but excessive tax on an individual. A man who flatters his neighbor spreads a net for his feet. An evil man is ensnared in his transgression, but a righteous man sings and rejoices. Those two kind of go together. Spreads a net at his feet. So we see here it can be difficult for him. A righteous man knows the righteous or the rights of the poor. A wicked man does not understand such knowledge. So a wicked man doesn't have any heed for the poor, where a righteous man will see maybe the struggle of the poor and maybe the fact that they still have rights. Poor people have rights, rich people have rights. It's not different rights. We all have the same rights. It's just a lot of times poor rights are not seen by those who have more. Scoffers set a city aflame, but the wise turn away wrath. That is too bad that there are those individuals out there who think the only way they can be heard is to set a city aflame. We see it sometimes here, and we're seeing it now during this time, and they're being heard, but I don't know if the message they want to have is being sent out properly. If a wise man has an argument with a fool, the fool only rages and laughs, and there is no quiet. So here, you can't talk to a fool. I was once walking along with a friend of mine, and we saw these two individuals, and I said, hey, let's go talk to them. And he said, well, we'd probably have better luck if we just went and talked to a brick wall. And I thought that was kind of funny. I'm not going to say who these individuals were, but it was just kind of interesting that in his mind, they're going to just laugh and scoff, and they're not going to take heed the gospel of truth. Bloodthirsty men hate one who is blameless and seek the life of the upright. And we see that a lot. A fool gives full vent to his spirit, but a wise man quietly holds it back. It's easy to show your emotions and shout those and whatnot. It's wisdom to hold back and to do what is proper in its time. If a ruler listens to falsehood, all his officials will be wicked. The poor man and the oppressor meet together. The Lord gives light to the eyes of both. So if a ruler listens to something that's false, that means everyone that's giving him that information is wicked as well. If a king faithfully judges the poor, his throne will be established forever. I like that. A lot of thought of taking care of those less fortunate right now. The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself brings shame to his mother. So it's smart. It is love to reprove and discipline your children. Not to beat on them, not to harm them, but to give them an understanding of what truth is in this light. When the wicked increase, transgressions increase, but the righteous will look upon their downfall. So again, it's God's place to take care of those who are wicked. Discipline your son, and he will give you rest. He will give delight to your heart. So here, if you continue to give proper instruction and discipline to your children, they will be a delight to you all the days of your life. Where there is no prophetic vision, the people cast off restraint, but blessed is he who keeps the law. A lot of times when the truth of the word is not given to people, then we can go our own way and go in a way that we say we're doing it in the name of the Bible, in the name of God, in the name of Christ. But we actually need to know the scriptures and understand them, and not say this is what the Bible wants me to do, but say this is what I want to do, and this is what I am saying. But it says, blessed is he who keeps the law. Of course, we are under the new covenant, the new law through Christ Jesus, which is more free, but holds us more accountable in many ways. By mere words, a servant is not disciplined, for though he understands, he will not respond. So a lot of times it takes more than just talking. Action needs to be taken. Do you see a man who is hasty in his words? There is more hope for a fool than for him. So speak only when you have something productive to bring. Whoever pampers his servant from childhood will in the end find him his heir. A man of wrath stirs up strife, and one given to anger causes much transgression. So a man of wrath will stir up strife among people, and anger will bring transgressions to everyone. And these two kind of go hand in hand. Wrath comes after anger, it seems like. And a lot of times people will use wrath and say, well, it's just because I'm angry, I'm acting like this. But we need to take care and subside our anger so we don't become wrathful. One's pride will bring him low, but he who is lowly in spirit will obtain honor. The partner of the thief hates his own life. He hears the curse, but discloses nothing. The partner of the thief. That could be the married partner of the thief. It could be one who is thieving with the partner. Whoever it is, or who is a partner of the one thieving, you're still as guilty when you know where these goods come from. And so that's why the curse is upon you. It says, the fear of man lays a snare, but whoever trusts in the Lord is safe. So we need to trust in God and not trust in man and worry about what man is going to do. Many seek the face of a ruler, but it is from the Lord that a man gets justice. An unjust man is an abomination to the righteous, but one whose way is straight is an abomination to the wicked. So an unjust man is an abomination to the just, and a just man is an abomination to the wicked. So here we see a very clear cut. There are those who are just and righteous and those who are foolish and wicked. And Proverbs kind of lays that out for us very simply here in all of these books. And we don't see a difference here in chapter 29. All right, thank you for joining me today. And I hope that you have a blessed day. And we hope to see you again for the next couple Proverbs we have. God bless.